just created a new YouTube channel. I didn't mention this to you. Oh yeah, this is new. But we're
breaking news.
Talk about the songwriting process. So you did 2 songs today. What went into the creation and where Knife Fighters are today?
Okay. Well, I mean, when it comes to a song like the first song that we played, "Amen," that was more or less just an idea that popped into my head. I brought it to Zach, and we worked through it. And that's a lot of like the easier songs that we write. It's a little bit more streamlined. With the song, like the second song we played, "Will," that was like a really Zach and I sat down and just pieced it together, and that was mostly him too. Like Zach did a great job of arranging it. Came out, really well. Sounds amazing now, I think, and especially like on the record. I think the record version is one of the best songs that's on there.
Yeah, from my perspective, I just try to bring a pocket to, again, fill out the sound, so the drums have to be really strong, and our parts just have to be clean. You want people to remember what you're doing, so I don't really like to see just like sloppiness and stuff like that, especially when you're a band that is a band. So like when you go out there, you should be pretty tight. You should know like your part. I mean, I make mistakes every time I play anything, but I try to like have a part. But then another part of me is like in the moment, and I want to like, oh, I think this might sound good. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I actually didn't really do that today, so try to deliver that, and then you try to make songs that have that have an arc to them, that have a story to them, or they have a purpose. What are you criticizing something? Are you talking about, my lyrics are usually therapeutic, so I talk about myself and what I see other people do that I also do, so then maybe we can relate somehow on that. And then just make sure people like it, like in the sense of you don't want to hear confused sounding music. You want something that's going to hit somebody in the chest and they're going to be like, man, wow, and they're going to remember it,
How has the band grown over time?
I think we've gotten a lot tighter. Like, I mean, dynamically, and just honestly as friends.
Yeah, definitely.
I love you.
Oh man, you're my bestie.
You're my big bestie here.
As a band, it's really weird because I'm kind of a scatterbrained individual, so, but I'm also not. See what I'm saying? Scatterbrained. It makes no sense.
Perfect example.
Very paradoxical, yeah. So like, I'll be like, oh man, we should go down this direction and sound like this, and this is all, we gotta do this. And then like a week later, I'll be like, I don't know, man. I don't even want to do this anymore. So like, the growth is, I guess, going towards more of like the arc in the songs type of thing, and in the not just the lyrics, but the song in general. Like Will's the newest song, Amen's a rather new song. Some of our early songs are sort of like different. I don't know how to explain it. Either really the same or they're cool too, though.
A lot of them are very linear too. Like they'll start in one place.
Like here's a chunk, and here's
complete
another chunk. A couple songs like that. So, but yeah, we're still searching. So like we're still considering bringing in a third person into the band, but we don't really know how it would work. Or
it would have to be like a perfect scenario.
Yeah, and like we're so into our thing that.
And it's really difficult. Like we've been doing this for 2+ years, and then like the dynamic that we had before that, it's difficult to bring someone who isn't familiar with that. And I think that it would have to be kind of like a perfect type of situation if that were to. But I mean, like we've tried people out. I don't know. It's
on the drawing board. So we want to, from here, this is our newest kind of stuff, but we still, because there's a limitation to only having 2 people, there's a beauty in it, but there's also a big limitation where, you're like, man, if we did have a counterpoint between the bass and the drums and guitar and the vocals, you know, and then it could free him up to do different stuff. You know, who knows? That's the whole thing. That third person, it can free up so many other things. You know, it really can. And so we want to move forward. We don't really know where we're going to go. So we're still growing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly what Zach was saying. We're definitely debating adding a little bit more kind of like pseudo-electronic-y type stuff.
Okay.
So it would, you know, expand the sound.
Yeah,
a
so
lot.
maybe we can control these extra sounds. But then there's a whole other money. I'm sure you know with all the equipment you have to get, the whole other rabbit hole you have to go down to purchase all that stuff and make sure your sound is right every night. And so that's a lot of work we have not been willing to do.